What up? It's your boy the Daster here, back from the store with some beer and cigarettes. I was able to figure out that quest from the last episode. I had to feed and groom the beast. So we're just gonna keep it
Dick
going.
thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Thanks, Deke. We're just gonna keep it going here. I think we just got an important quest here for the story. We're just gonna keep it moving. Need to find somebody who speaks gobbledygook.
What are you up to now?
How much?
Cannot win, but don't be shy, for I can't wait to watch you try.
Hello there.
Revelio. Hello, Armeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I
Just a
think
little
he
bit.
simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker.
Well, that should be
Cannot
interesting.
wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Let's head straight on over there.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. I know what that means. Merlin trial. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped.
Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metalworker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Not very good at these sneaky missions.
Yes, of course.
The door is looking at us.
That was easy enough.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Accio! We'll need to get across this gap somehow.
How nice of you to stop by.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine. Expelliarmus! Incendio!
You can't stop us.
Levioso!
Let me down! At once!
How childish.
Crucible! Confringo!
I'll get you.
You're really
Levioso!
good at this.
Confringo!
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
I'll be quiet.
We're being watched by a door. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere.
I was only following orders. Leave your accusations in some...
A schematic? They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Revelio. Petrificus totalis.
Not quiet enough.
Protego.
Why can't I hit you?
Confringo. Levioso. Revelio.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Revelio.
We came up here for no reason at all. Unbelievable. There it is.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed. Clever. If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
Could do with a nice mushroom stew about now.
Petrificus us.
I feel as though I'm not alone. Enjoy suffering, do you?
Little magic tricks won't distract me!
Stop! I'm afraid of heights!
You are my fucking
You won't get away with that.
Confringo! Repulsor! Levioso!
me. Rubber up what kills them. Let's get this over with.
Confringo! Levioso!
There, descendo. Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This
Confringo.
is more complex than I had expected.
Revelio. Capulso. Accio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo.
Another schematic.
Revelio.
What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Confringo. Revelio. Revelio.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not the entanglement we need right now. Revelio. Confringo.
Goblins will finally rule over wizards.
Lucian! No! I will make you pay.
Levioso.
Was that your best? I won't rest until you're you to worry about.
I shall avenge your death.
Stop it!
Crucial. Easily diverted.
Missed me! Rather unwise coming back as if. Let's get this over with. There you are. No! I will make you. You're making this too crucial. Pitiful. Ruthless.
Depulso.
I won't rest.
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, Amit. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see. This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war.
Can I just go kill him now?
I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Protego! She needed to. I have to complete the next trial as soon as I can.
I wouldn't mind a job at that outfit.
You're back! Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Revelio.
Not enough reflection on the past.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Pardon me?
Well, what say we show you some of what's available? Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Pardon me? Might I ask a favor?
Protego!
I'm convinced that behind her rather stodgy exterior, Professor Weasley. My family has a lot of model traditions.
Oh, it's you! Just the person I need.
If those buttons are pretty big, they can be quite strong. I'd keep an eye you don't get one that's too mature.
I've finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlick.
Wonderful. I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go. You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots. Wonderfully done! If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're welcome to do so here in the greenhouse. Just mind the plant.
Flipendo!
Look at that! You're a natural.
Cool. Go meet Sebastian. Hopefully, learn some more unforgivable
Place right out
forces.
of a storybook.
I would say that Irondale is not appropriately.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
No!
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I needed to tell you what I've learned. I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Please.
Crucial. Flipendo. Levioso. Confringo. At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Confringo. Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Confringo. Accio. Opening all of these is tempting.
This room is taller than... We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Levioso! Confringo! Flipendo!
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Confringo! Flipendo! Accio! Incendio! Accio!
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Incendio! Expedego! Accio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Crucio! Levioso! Confringo! Revelio!
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Confringo!
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Accio! There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sound.
If this archway's been barricaded, we can find...
Accio!
Confringo.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Accio. I need to find a safe way across. Incendio. Confringo. Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa. Perhaps moving piles of bones towards the center will help. Accio. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Reparo. Leviosa. Revelio. Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Reparo. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Flupendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Rickety bone bridge complete.
Weird.
Accio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
That's a lot of bone rattle.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Let's go. Imperious curse time.
Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Imperio. Confringo. Flipendo. Confringo. Imperio. Cruise. Confringo. Flipendo. Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Accio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Well, it is where you bury dead people. I wouldn't, you know, think it's well visited. Weirdos.
Accio.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try. That worked. Keep going.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Imperio.
Crucial.
Defender. Confringo. Defender.
Crucial.
Confringo. Defender. Imperio. Protego. Defender.
Crucial.
Defender. Confringo. Imperio. Sendo. Defender. Confringo.
Imperio! For a moment there, I thought that'd never end. Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that and nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Sebastian! The relic! Look!
Could it be?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
Oh.
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperio?
That's what I'm saying. I would take all responsibility. This could save your friendship. I know how to cast it. Sebastian taught me. But I won't do it unless you agree.
This is insanity. I can't believe you would ask this of me.
Sebastian is never going to give up trying to cure Anne. If you try and stop him now, he'll never forgive you.
Fine. This is unfathomable. But I suppose if you want that responsibility, it may just save what is left of my friendship with Sebastian. Remember, this is what I was telling you about the dark arts. They come with a cost. You may well regret making this choice.
I don't think I
Do
will.
what you have to do. Cast it. Before I change my mind.
Imperio! Step aside, Ominous. Stay in place until we're out of sight.
I will.
Sebastian, come on.
What did you do?
Imperio. It was the only way to get out of here without a fight.
Ominous, I'm sorry.
Sebastian, we have to go.
Did we do the wrong thing?
You need the relic.
I know, but not like this.
Ominous and I agreed. Surely there's a difference between casting Imperio on someone without their knowledge and casting it with permission.
I understand what you're saying. I do, but...
I've taken full responsibility. You have my word.
We've always looked out for each other, Ominous and I. I hope he knows that hasn't changed.
Wonder what's gonna happen. Probably something bad.
How long will the spell last? How long must Ominous stay in the tomb?
The curse is lifted already. He'll easily find his way out of the catacomb just as we did. He'll be all right, Sebastian.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous, but it only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Imperio! How nice! You're not with me!
Sebastian!
Potato! We've got them! Now bring it! We'll make it!
Sebastian, you fool! Stop provoking them!
I'm handling it.
I'm handling it!
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister!
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him
Sebastian,
calm
tell
down a
him.
while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Revelio.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian acted rashly, but he acted out of instinct to save Anne.
Out of instinct? With an unforgivable curse? This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
Alright guys, well I'm going to end it there for this episode. I'm going to run up to the store and get some more beer and cigarettes. So I'll see you on the next one.